Yo,
G
yo.
White, back at it again.
Oh yeah, brother. We here. We here. We here to do it again.
Nice, nice. Was that a 219 shirt you got on?
Oh, yeah. Uh,
Nice
you know.
shirt.
Oh yeah. You know how it go. Got a couple of 'em. I actually got one with that goat on it. The 219 goat that Marius
Yeah.
made. Everybody can't wear that goat. Everybody can't wear that goat. Everybody can't. So, you know, keep it smooth, man. But good to be back, man, this week. I'm feeling a lot better. My energy a lot better, health a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Had a little bit of a cold or some type of something last week. But feeling a lot better, man. You know what I'm saying? But this Our You Redemption podcast for everybody that's tapping in. It's a live session number 12. And we back at it. I mean, let's do the intro. It's your boy G White.
Big speaker.
Hey,
Yes,
we,
sir.
we back at it, man. We blessed to be back this week. Blessed to see people, in here ready to engage and have a conversation. Welcome back, family. That's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So, what you got, bro?
I don't know. It's been an entertaining week so far. With all the nonsense that all the rappers and everybody beefing with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Man, yeah, I think Rick Ross just dropped something today. Actually,
Nobody cares about that though, man. He's starting to.
well, I think that was for like I'm still here, like a clout thing. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, Ross, sit that out. You already a successful businessman, your own lane. You got a lot of success in the
Here's what
past.
gets me. Didn't Drake and Meek Mill wasn't they fighting like a couple years ago, right? And
Oh, they did have some words, I think.
yeah, I know that. Yeah, and Rick Ross, if you listen to Apple, I think the song's called "Apple on My Eye." He's saying there instead of beefing with your dog, you just give him some space.
Right.
Like
Idols become rivals, all
yeah,
that.
all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff. Like he was stopping him from beefing with him. So like at that time, he was the role model. He was trying to talk some sense into Meek, right? And now tables turn. He ain't said he's supposed to be the leader of MMG. You got Meek Mill and Wale still feuding. He need to handle the business. You see what I'm saying? You need to handle the business and not like you don't need to be doing that because you don't have nothing to prove. You see what I'm saying?
He definitely don't.
And look, here's the thing. I don't think anybody cares about ghostwriting. Like who everybody doing it. Everybody, and the thing is like this is why people have these arguments about who to go, right? And even if you take Meek Mill and Kendrick Lamar, you can tell in the rap in the diss is what they're trying to say. Kendrick Lamar is saying that you can't rap better than me in terms of lyrics. That was his diss. Drake, on the other hand, his diss is about money. It's like you can't be a top whatever because you ain't grossing it. Like you ain't your sales ain't doing nothing. You see what I'm saying? That's why there's always this consistent question about who's better because everybody's thought of greatness is different in anything, sports, whatever. And
Yeah.
by the way, this is my last thing to say. This ain't no healthy sport comp. This is they beefing. People need to cut that out. They beefing. This might turn ugly.
It just,
Everybody.
it
You like
depends.
it though. I don't
I
like it.
don't like it. I just look at it different to you because I think I actually listen to hip hop more than you, to be
No, you
honest with you.
don't.
I think I do.
Boy, what is
I
you
think I
talking about?
do. I think I do.
Ask
I think
anybody
I
who
do.
invited me to they party bus, they
Hold
party
on. Now
whatever.
you
Who
do. Now
got the
you
aux
can't rock.
cord?
Now you can rock the aux cord. I will give you that.
Okay.
I
I'm
give
talking
you
about
that.
you
My life.
listen more
That
than
ain't.
you
I'm
crazy.
just saying.
You
I'm just saying.
crazy.
I'm just saying. But listen,
Boy.
hold on. Let's stay on track with that because that's a whole nother thing for itself. And to be honest with you, that's a whole nother subject for itself. But we got a really good topic today to talk to the people about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, and I think that it's gonna connect with a lot of people and put things into perspective for others. You understand what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
um, I mean, without further ado, I'm ready to get into it, y'all. This Our You Redemption podcast. This is the live session based upon, what I'm saying, the embracing, relocating, and change. And I mean, we ready to get into it. So, your
Let's
boy
get
G
into
White.
it. Big speaker. Let's get into it, man. Let's start off with the IOU moments though. We can't forget those. We can't forget those.
I'm about to say, I'm ready to get into it.
No. Let's start off with the IOU moment. So I'll go first. My IOU moment is this: smart is better than hard. And I'm kind of leaving this being vague because you can think about in a lot of situations where people say like work hard, or people say, or like let's take for example, like today I went and got some mulch from my yard, and I got a Chevy pickup. So I went to the back and was about to start picking the bags of mulch, right? I didn't get somebody to do it because it's a whole different story, but I was like, I need like 28 bags. I'm not finna pick all these bags up, put them in the cart, then put them in the truck. Hey, can y'all bring that forklift over here? Let me get this whole pallet. Drop it in my truck. Went over there, got the pallet, dropped it in my truck. Same thing with like work like whatever you're doing on the job force. You don't have to do things the hard way. If you can find a way to do something smarter without using any type of physical energy or any type of extra brain power,
Yeah.
that's
Work
the best
smarter,
way
not
to
work
go.
smarter, not harder. That's the motto for sure.
I'm telling you, man. Some people be talking about that work hard a lot.
And that's okay to a certain point, though.
To a certain point, but
To
you
a
gotta
certain
come
point, you
out of
gotta
that.
start working smart. When you start thinking about
Yeah.
longevity, yeah.
Got the one more thing is like so like for the podcast right now, like there is a system with getting this content out. You have to work smarter at it though. You can't be doing things the hard way. So
No. No. To be
yeah,
honest, it's easy to do stuff the hard way. That sounds crazy out loud, but it is easier to do things the hard way because that takes less commitment and takes less thought, if that makes sense.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Like, in order to learn how to do anything smarter, you got to think about it. You got to be a little bit
yeah,
methodical about it. And the easier approach is just to do stuff the hard way. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Do the back break and stuff. Like you said, load up them 28
Bags of
bags of
mulch.
mulch manually versus put the whole pallet in the truck. Stuff like that. So
Yeah. What you got?
So my IOU moment this week for the people is something that I've always believed in has helped bring me through different times in my life is, I truly believe God's puts his strongest soldiers through the toughest battles.
Yeah.
Um, you know, uh I don't consider myself to be the strongest person in the world, but I've endured my share of everything. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Grieving, stress, problems, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Life situations, injuries, whatever, adversity. Um, and at times, and I don't know why God put this on my heart to talk to somebody this week and tell somebody
Yeah.
this.
Somebody need it.
Keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody going through something that's back to back to back, and you wondering like, well, why that happened to me? And then this back to back like that. Maybe somebody lost a couple family members, or you lost your job, and then something, or maybe somebody tapped into your bank account and stole your money. Like whatever you going through, I don't know what it is, but God wanted me to put it on my heart to tell somebody, to remind somebody of that. You understand? When you be sitting there like, why me? Why me? Why me? Because he know you built for it. You know what I mean? Like my dad always tell me, like, you got wide shoulders, you built for it. I really truly believe that some of us are built for things. Um, and I know it may seem unfair at times. You'd be like, why is I gotta be the person to be strong for everybody? Why I gotta be this? I mean, because you never know who looking to you. It could be another relative, could be your child. You get what I'm saying? It could be your neighbor, it could be your coworker, whoever. Somebody's looking to you,
Yeah.
and your strength and your poise and how you handle some of those situations, whatever that is that you're going through, those storms, because we all have storms, that will help motivate somebody else. So that's something that I honestly tell myself many a times, many days, just when I'm going through whatever I'm going through, and it seems like it's compiled and whatever else, I'll just be like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm built for it. I'm really built for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he know I can take this. And I also look at it in a deeper form than that. I look at it when I'm going through the most stuff, I think I'm being set up for a blessing in another area.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like when a time get too tough, I'll be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I know I'm gonna have something coming for me around the corner because what I'm going through right now, you get what I'm saying? With like what I'm going through right now, this is like this sucks really bad. Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I
Yeah.
got to be getting set up for something. So let me just stay strong, stay focused. You get what I'm saying? So, I have no clue why. This is stuff I tell myself. I told you, I tell everybody, I'm an avid person that talk to themselves. I talk to myself in my head. I talk to myself out loud because I'm my champion. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't put that pressure on just everybody around me. I put that on myself too. So I tell myself that, like, Greg, you got this. Keep your head up. You got wide shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You built for this. You built for this. Take a walk. You know what I mean? So whoever that is out there who dealing with something, maybe dealing with a few things, you're in the midst of your storm. You know what I mean? He putting you through that battle because you one of his strongest soldiers. He know that you're not gonna crumble. He know that the way that you carrying that, somebody else is looking to
Yep.
that, and they're going to feed off of that, and you're gonna help somebody, even if you're not even talking to that person. It could be a
Yep.
stranger you can help. You get what I'm saying? They can watch you. They know what you're going through, and the way you handle it, it'll help them. So, whoever that is, you know what I'm saying? That's out there, and that's my IU moment this week for the people.
Yeah, we had a light application class. We have it every Sunday before church, and this came up like something like this. But one of the points that's made, and what I said is that if you ever notice, it is the tough situations that you go through in life that allow you to do something with that situation in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever, like us with this podcast, the things we've went through in life has propelled us to help other people through this platform. So, and guess what? Those situations that are the toughest on you that
Mm-hmm.
God puts you through, those are the situations that make you stay close to God. If he
Boy,
give you something close, if he gives you something easy, you just going to take it on the chin and like move over. Like you're going to keep going to something else. That you're not going to put God first. But if he put you through something, you're going to remember it. You ain't got no choice but to trust in him, and you're going to stay with him. So
boy,
blessings
boy.
in disguise.
You know what's crazy before we move forward? I said that to myself earlier. Like when I be thinking about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I literally said what you just said, which ain't nothing new to me and you. It may be new to people
Yeah.
that don't know us. That's nothing new for me and you to be thinking the same thing and don't even talk. Like we cannot talk
Yep.
for weeks. I was telling myself that like God will he'll put you through something. He'll put you through something, but also pull you through something.
Get your attention.
You understand? So, and again, we ain't trying to take y'all to church, but I also know who wake me up in the morning, and it's not my alarm clock. That's all I'm gonna say.
Facts. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Ooh,
let's get into the real topic here, G White.
let's do it. Take
What
off.
we yeah, what we talking about the last episode we had.
Right,
Relocate.
right,
Conquer the fear of change.
right. Hey, make sure y'all go see if y'all want to see. I always tell people, I'm beat them over the head with it. If you
Yeah,
want to see the full episode, make sure you
right
get
there.
on the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get on the YouTube when you get time. I know it's about an hour. Digest it, break it up in parts if you got to. You get what I'm saying? Maybe at
Yep.
breakfast, maybe in the morning, maybe on your drive to work, whatever. But I promise you, you're gonna get something from that. You're gonna get something from the live stream. So we dropped that on Monday. Make sure y'all go check it out.
How we starting this out? You want to list the key points for him, or what you want to do?
So I mean the key points, and then I'll let you take off on it. Is we're gonna be talking about when we talk about relocating and conquering the fear of change, we're gonna talk about overcoming that fear. Okay. Then we're gonna talk about embracing the change. You know what I mean? Like taking that on, embracing it. It is what it is. And we're gonna talk about adapting and celebrating successes. Because
Okay.
again, we ain't the Debbie Downers. And we ain't never gonna tell nobody not to live their life because we live life. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna see us do a little bit of everything, take care of the families, travel, party, all that. And
Yeah.
that feels really good. You understand? But again, you had to adapt, and there's some different things in here. So I'm looking forward to chopping it up, bro, because I feel like, you know, I feel like a lot of people be on the fence and maybe nervous and maybe scared and unsure. Hopefully we can give them a little bit of reassurance through our testimonies.
Yeah, man, I forgot to say this, but today AJ birthday. So
Boy, I wasn't gonna let you forget. I was
that's
not
the
gonna let you
third
forget.
time. Some like Chelsea's on a Wednesday, Ace is on a Wednesday. Now AJ's on a Wednesday. So
Bro, when you got a
you know what
big
I'm saying?
family, somebody birthday always coming up.
Yeah. You
Hey,
know.
your oldest son birthday today, man.
Yeah.
AJ, Artist Junior.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So look, let's get into this though. So I really like this topic because we know a lot of friends.
Right.
We know like close friends who struggle with that relocating. And I'm specifically talking about relocating in terms of like moving because I'm a firm believer that you have to set yourself in order to survive in this world, you got to be willing to go out and get into waters you have no idea about, right? You got to
Mhm.
be able to get out there, see what's what, and adapt to the situation. And I look at this as the same thing as when you transfer in schools, when you go into any new environment, you have no idea what to think about, how to move, how to do anything, right? And it gives you the opportunity to figure out things on your own. See, I correlate this with, you know, when you start a new job, you might not know how to navigate how the company functions. You might know various skill sets, right? But you don't know how that company uses the technology that you know for their business. Even though you know it, they could be doing something completely different. And I think that conquering the fear is the first step to understand what you need to work on. If you go into that new job or that new environment, you got to first put on the table everything you're afraid of. What are you afraid of doing wrong, not doing, things like that? Because I can tell you when I first moved and I moved to Texas, there's fear about failing, right? There's
Right.
fear about if I go here and I come back, what is everybody gonna say about me? Oh, he back in the hood with everybody else. See, I
Knew
told you
you
that wasn't gonna
knew,
work.
knew you weren't gonna make it.
Yeah,
Right.
I knew
Type
you
stuff.
I knew you weren't gonna
Yeah.
make it. Like I knew
Right.
you was gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? Like even when we went to college, the same thing. Oh, I knew college wasn't gonna work for you. You ain't like school when I was in school with you, right?
Hmm.
So that in itself, when you put those on the table, you can find motivation in those things. There's motivation in laying out your fears on the table so you can see them.
Absolutely. Yeah. And when I think about like overcoming the fear, bro, when we talk about relocating, um, and I kind of talked about this. It's the it's funny, but it's not funny. But it's a part of it. People are really afraid to be lames, right? What I mean by that is like like people are uncomfortable. Some people, most people are comfortable going to environments where nobody knows them. Nobody knows their name. Nobody knows your family. Nobody knows what you about. They don't know these stories about you. None of that. You get what I mean? A lot of people are scared to start over.
Yeah,
Find a barber, find find whatever. You understand what I'm saying? All of it, a mechanic again, literally.
yeah,
Literally. Some people are afraid of all of that. That's a legit thing. Some people are afraid that I'm talking even down to getting girls and stuff
yeah,
like guys is like weird like that. You get what I'm saying? Man, these females ain't gonna know me out there. I don't know how to whatever. Like, bruh,
yeah,
like and this is for males and females. I'm just saying in general, I know what dudes talk about because I've been in the room with guys and I hear some of these excuses on why. So here's the thing. With this, the fear will always be there, right?
yeah.
The like we said, like you're always gonna be, especially if you leave in your hometown or you leave in whatever to go do something else.
Comforts of
There,
your family. That's a
you're gonna
big one.
family, all of that. Yes, you're always gonna miss them. I moved away from home in 2007. and haven't lived back at home since. And I
Yeah,
miss my neighborhood. I miss my family, friends. I miss the places we go to eat. I miss all of that. Right.
yeah,
And I'm not saying that you have to leave home in order to be successful. But if you are one of those people that straddle in the fence, you feel like there's a calling on your life, you feel like there's an opportunity for you out there, and you kind of unsure about it, man, take that leap. Don't worry about what nobody's.
yeah,
Don't worry about failing. Don't worry about none of that. Take that leap. You get what I'm saying? Because I do. I know it. I know many. Actually, some of the most successful people. Some of the most successful people I know. To be honest with you, they still live back at home. I know people that's doing really well for themselves.
yeah,
But I also know a pocket of people that could be doing well that are scared. They kind of like you said, jumping in that double dutch rope. They
yeah,
1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. You looking at two popular dudes,
yeah,
two dudes that was very popular growing up, very popular growing up. It felt better to me when I moved away, when I first went to Grambling, I was 14 hours away from home. When I got out there and I established and made new friends, still, you know what I mean, the same kind of friends, but new friends and different stuff like that. That showed me, like, man, you left the nest, you really can fly. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's
Oh yeah.
reassuring in itself. Um, so what Ro say? Big Ro, he say, great topic, fellas. For me moving to Florida, bro, definitely relocated to Florida. Uncharted territory. We didn't have any family to lean on. I changed careers and got out my comfort zone. Y'all know I
Yeah.
love coaching football. Absolutely. Legendary. But I made a decision based on what's good for my family. It worked out for us because we made it work. I don't lose it when lessons for me. I will always win. Absolutely. No truer words have
Yeah.
been spoken.
Yeah. That's a lot in that. And I remember um him telling me that he switched careers and what he's doing now. And it was shocking to me because I know how much he loved football, right? He was my
Mm-hmm.
coach. So, but when he did that and able to, I mean, because it's a whole shift moving all the way to Florida. Then you on top of that, you change careers
Yeah.
and when you spent this amount of time perfecting the skill set in a career, then you have to change over. And I think all of that in there, the thing that sticks out to my mind is the phrase uncharted territories. You know what that
Absolutely.
actually is?
Boy.
Like uncharted territories. You have no idea what's at the end of this road here, but I'm
Nobody
gonna go
waiting on
to it.
you. Nobody paved that way for you. Ain't nobody waiting on you on the other side of the
Ain't
line. It's
nothing there.
uncharted. You don't know. You don't know. It's uncharted.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to work out here. I don't know if I have a job lined up for me. I don't know if it's gonna stay.
You the
I don't,
line
I
leader.
don't
You the
know
line
what the
leader.
weather, how to do this out there. I don't know. I don't know anything. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And the people who are able to face that decision and look at a challenge like that and say it's uncharted territories and I'm gonna conquer it, those people have like a tenacity about themselves that they got it. Like they tell themselves like I got this. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? It's their own self going out and like psyching their self and telling them I got this. But you
Look,
don't know what's on the other end.
you don't. But look, I remember it. You get what I'm saying? Like you gotta have that you gotta have that it about you, right? You gotta really have a chip on your shoulder when you make these big changes, right? You gotta have in a mindset failing is not an option. You
It's
get
not
what I'm
even
saying?
thought about.
It's not
It's
even literally not thought
it's
about.
it's gotta be, I'm about to make this move because it's gonna be better for me.
Bro, look, I always reference back to big things in my life. And when I was at Graham, that was a big change in my life. I remember the coach one day, we was running at like 4 o'clock in the morning. We was working out. He was on my tail. OP. For
Yeah.
my Graham family that tap in, they know OP was the coach. OP from like New Orleans. He was in my tail.
Mhm.
He know, I know you want to go back home, Indiana. I know you want to go home, Indiana. You know what I'm saying? And I could
Yeah.
just remember in my mind, that wasn't an option. You get what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't. You get what I'm saying? That's not even an option. Like, cause I know what I'm gonna be on. You get what I'm saying? Like, I need this. Bigger than the education, I needed a new environment. And I feel like, you know what I mean?
Why? Why
I
you need
need
a new environment?
I need a new environment because I knew me personally. It's part of being honest with yourself, right?
Yep.
I was in the mix. I was in the mix. You understand what I'm saying? And I pretty much I knew it would be escalated once we got out of school. That's
Yeah,
why if you ever see me hashtag, I say baseball saved my life because it really did. That little game we was playing in the creek at Maywood Little League helped me get into new environments, meet new people, and I needed that bigger than the education because I knew how to make money, bro. I tell people that all the time. I always been a hustler. I knew how to make money. I needed a change of scenery.
that's a good topic you just said. Find something that'll change your life.
It changed my life completely. I tell people all that. I mean, we can get into the books and the lectures and the you know what I mean, learning how to write and all that stuff. And I can
Yeah.
get into the education part. Bigger, my testimony is it helped me get a new environment. And I know I knew I wanted it, and I didn't know how bad I needed it until I got it, bro. So if you one of them people out there and you straddling that
Mhm.
fence, you feel like I can move down south with or move up north or move out west or go east to get something to better my life, go ahead. Don't worry about it. Go ahead. But if you at home and you got something popping, kudos to you because guess what? To be honest with you, I wish that was my story, but it's not. I wish my kids right now, you know what I'm saying? I wish my kids right now would be running on the blocks and stuff that we grew up on. Take them to House of Pizza, take them to Sharks, show them where we grew up playing baseball at. You get what I'm saying? Going to our high schools and middle schools and stuff. But that wasn't in our cards. So I'm speaking to the people that it ain't in your cards. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Put in there.
listen, this whole thing about relocation
Yeah.
is the situation is up to you.
Yes.
At some point, when you look at your current environment and you say that there's something out there better for you that you think you can grab onto, then the only person stopping you from doing that is yourself. And if you don't set no timelines of when you're going to accomplish this, because I know some people right now they keep pushing their timelines and when they're going to do something. If you're not going to be firm on your timeline, you're just cheating yourself. And that's what
Mm-hmm.
everybody got to do, like for these moments in your life. These opportunities gonna pass you by if you don't act on them.
They are. Time don't wait for nobody. It don't. That's a real thing. It ain't just one of them buzz. It ain't a buzzword, bro. That's a real thing. While you sitting there talking about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, you talking about, man, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to do this again, man. I'm gonna have to get a new state ID. I done heard literally some of the lamest excuses, bro. When I say like crazy, I mean like the craziest.
You
Like
know, sometimes I believe that a lot of people, it's not even the fear of going to uncharted territories for some people.
what you think?
It's just the fear of the comfort. Like, growing up in Black African American communities, you really got a strong community in your neighborhood where you grew up.
Right.
And like you said, like we all like going places where we got clout. We walk in, we getting daps and we getting in. You ain't got to do this. People know us.
Mm-hmm.
It makes life easier. But I want to tell people that the greatest thing you could ever do for your life is be able to go out to uncharted territories and create that same vibe.
Mm-hmm.
When you do that one time in a whole different environment, you feel like the man.
You do.
Now I done did this here where I ain't even from. I could do this anywhere. I could do
Boy.
anything.
Yes.
You start walking in the rooms with your shoulders up like they waiting on me. You see what I'm saying? But I think a lot of people don't get to experience that level because they're just scared to act on their thoughts. A lot of people, you just need to act on your thoughts. You got to try things out, try new things.
And like I tell them, it's not gonna go away. You still gonna miss everything about wherever you trying to transition from. I don't care if you moved from the east side of town to the west side of town, to the north side of town, to the south side of town.
Yeah.
You still gonna miss whatever your comfortable zone is. You still gonna miss that. That's
Yeah.
not gonna change. You get what I'm saying? Like I've said before, I tell Alex and them all the time, certain nights, I really do wish I was back in a 219 where I could roll and kick it. You get what I'm saying? Like last summer, me and my pops, I went home, took my bike back home. Me and my pops took a ride. We went around Gary, Hammond, East Chicago, everywhere. I think we
Yeah.
was even in Maryville riding our bikes together. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, then I gotta leave. I gotta pack up and leave. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. Or like I know I'm a breakfast person. I'm a big breakfast person. My pops eat breakfast too. But I'm saying like pancake breakfast and stuff. Like
Yeah,
my kids don't know what it's like to go to granddaddy house and have a pancake breakfast. You get what I'm saying? Because we've always stayed away. But you get what I mean? It's ways people can make it work for themselves. So this is just overcoming that fear. I'll just be honest with people, tell you all of that fear is never gonna go anywhere. But how
yeah,
you manage it, and don't let that hinder you from 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 opportunities in the one life you ever gonna live. You know what I mean? um but again, this is for the calling on your life. If you truly feel like that, take that leap. No better time than now. We've said that a few times now. You know what I'm saying? Like, go get that. Go what that is. Move to that other neighborhood. Switch that job. Take on that new role, whatever that may be for you. If you and we all know we all know what we could be doing and we ain't doing it. So I ain't got to go there, but because you know that as an individual basis, you get what I mean? Like
yeah,
you talking to you, like I mean, we went away to college, okay? Then you did an internship at Dell at Austin. Then you was in Indy. Then I remember when you was talking about Austin again. You get what I'm saying? You was telling me about the
yeah.
city and the layout. Then I came out and visited you. And I'm like, I can see that. I can see it now because we had already talked about it. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't
Yeah.
like, it wasn't like, man, this ain't
Now
us.
I
We need
want
to
to
go
tell
home. Like,
I want to tell people how I felt. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I want to explain this to people about how when I mean by relocate and conquer the fear of change. I live this. Let me tell you. Coming out of high school, where did everybody go to college? All of my friends went to
I was
Vincennes.
just gonna say, boy, they went to Vincennes, Indiana State.
Okay,
Yeah.
so all of my friends went to Vincennes. I went to Butler. I didn't know anybody. Anybody. You see what I'm saying? When I first got there, I'm talking about I'm in a predominantly white institution that's tucked away in Indianapolis. You don't even know it's back there.
No,
I don't know what's going on.
that's
The
completely
food is
different than our environment that we
listen,
grew up in.
listen. I went there. The food is different. They eating stir fry. I never had stir fry at that point. They got salad bars. They got man, I have never what a cereal at.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
You hear me? What a,
What the stuff I know of,
give me
where
the
that's at.
cereal, give me the noodles,
I don't know about nothing y'all
give me the hot
discuss around. I don't know
pockets,
about
man.
none of that. Then we talking about like after okay, that's the Butler stint. Then after that, I go work at a steel mill, but in Crawfordsville, Indiana.
Whew.
I ain't never been to. You see what I'm saying?
Nope.
I'm in Indianapolis at this point, but I'm going to Crawfordsville. So I'm driving through these towns 45 minutes away. Ain't none of me out there. You see what I'm saying?
You know I know.
I go into this steel mill. We had family members that worked in the mill, but I was an engineer in the mill. I- so my history is
You went on
understanding
the
how the
labor. You went
mill.
on the you went on the labor side of things.
That's what I'm saying. My skill set is understanding how the plant floor works, the people
Mm-hmm.
handling the mill wrecks and things like that, not the technical side of it. I got to learn this. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got nobody I could call. I don't have no comfort. I got to figure this out myself. Move from there. And then went to Texas, right? I don't know nobody in Texas. I can't not, and I like to give this story to people. If you see my background, you can't really see it, but it's a picture of a tortilla, it's a picture of a bell pepper, it's a picture of some rice, and it's a picture of some black beans. When I was in college and I was transitioning over to like actually being able to work, it was like my last year in college. I didn't have no money. When I tell you I was broke, these pictures are on my wall because I remember going into the grocery store. I didn't have no money. I couldn't. This is all I could buy because tortillas, some bell peppers, beans. That's like I can get about the store like $2, $3 at the time. I didn't
Well,
have no money, and I said I gotta figure this out. I keep these on my wall because it's a constant reminder, and that was a fear that I had back then. How we because I done ran out of financial aid.
Boy,
I'm talking about real life situations here. I don't have no other choices. I ain't finna go do nothing crazy out here.
boy.
So what
Right.
I'm gonna do? I gotta figure this out. I'm in uncharted territories,
Yeah,
and all I gotta do is make my own blanket. And that's what I did. You see what I'm saying?
yeah. And it's crazy, bro. We go through them stories and people don't even understand it. Ro dropping some gems. I gotta give bro his shine time. He know I think the
Yeah.
world of him. Said growing up where we came from, you have two types of people. Ones who accept their circumstances or people who change their circumstances. Facts.
Yeah. That's it right there. But keep going. Keep
Yeah.
going.
We tend not to see the big pictures or they accept being, stuck in the hood, painting. Hood legends only get respect in their zip code. Hood legends only get respect in their zip code. Everybody has potential for greatness, but
Yeah.
they are
Content with
content,
mediocrity
mediocrity,
because it's easy. See,
because it's easy.
see,
Bro,
dog, we
I
we
gotta
might
come
chop
visit
that
you,
up and
bro.
make 10 different sessions on that.
Man, listen
Hold
here.
on. Go ahead.
I'm just
But
saying. I'm just saying this. When Rose somebody I look up to, I tell people all the time because there's very
hood
few
legends
people
get respect.
that no straight up because I don't think it's a and definitely not from I know everybody that's in the conversation, so it's not a thing of like people think that they better than anybody. It's a fact that the calling on your life, and I think we all kind of can feel it, right? When we need to be shifting or changing to do something, and we're nervous because you may not have that support system to guide you. You may be the first person to do it, like Rose said, uncharted territory. You're the first. You're the line leader. You get what I mean? You front lines. Nobody ever did it. Got nothing to compare it to. Man, go and take that leap. Go and figure out what it is. Don't worry about if you got to come back home. You get what I'm saying? Don't worry
Yeah.
about if it don't work out. Because guess what? Put it to you this way. Who you think got more creed in the conversation? Because if you thinking like that, you already worried about what somebody else think about you.
Yeah.
If we're talking about weight in a conversation, I feel like the person got more weight in the conversation that tried something and it didn't work out, and they tried something again and it didn't work out. They tried this and it didn't work out. I find that's heavy weight. Then the
Yeah.
person that's next to him took the easy route, never tried nothing, and judging you on what they look at your failures.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to, what I'm saying, to try something? To actually try something, to put yourself out there, to take a leap on anything. So I commend anybody for that. So definitely. And that was overcoming fear. Let's talk about embracing that change, bro.
Yeah.
Embracing that change. I will say this. The easiest thing for me so I done bounced around with a few states, right? But what I will say is this, and I said this on the recorded episode. I really feel like no matter where people are from, I think the hood teaches you the same lessons. I think any
Absolutely.
urban area teaches you the same lessons. I think everything that you think is special about your neighborhood or your whatever, that goes on everywhere. Some places are just bigger than others, but the same activity go on. People faced with the same stuff. But
I
what I would
think
say is, I
I
would just go ahead. What you want to say?
no, you just man, people don't if people more people use the circumstance instead of living in the
Right,
circumstance,
right, right,
it'd be
right,
better.
right. Exactly. So what I'm saying is, I've used it to where it's not a crutch for me. It's
Yeah.
actually putting a battery in my back. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I think I tell anybody, I promise you, I've met all type of hustlers. I mean, I've met them all, bro, from the top of the map to the bottom of the map to overseas. I'm gonna just tell you, like, especially in the Midwest, I just something about the people from the 219. We hustle different. When you put us somewhere else, our work ethic, because you get what I mean. When you get out of them certain circumstances where there's limited resources, maybe limited jobs, maybe certain educations or whatever, you know what I mean? Systems or whatever, we thrive. Like right now, for instance, I'm living in Indianapolis, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I run laps. I've always ran laps around any and everybody. That's not saying that people ain't talented or whatever else, but I mean the resources that they may have grew up
Yeah.
with naturally, we didn't have. So you take it for granted. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you take it for granted. Y'all always have had these certain type of wages or whatever else like that, to where an out of towner or somebody come, we ain't used to that. So it's easy. This the money pit. Like,
Yeah.
I work everybody. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it's right there. Because what you're used to, that's you're gonna pass it up. I'm gonna get all that and then some. You know what I mean? I want the dip and the chip. I ain't leaving no crumbs. You understand what I'm saying? And it's been that way. Like, so I just never really understood that, but I have embraced that change though. You know what I mean? Because it's made me a better person. Do you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Like, and I'm able to. How many conversations? Okay, put it to you this way: you want to be real blunt, and I know you like me to be blunt too, because you know I be choosing my words very carefully all the time. I'm gonna be very blunt. Like
Thank you.
the the thing for me is this: when I left home in 2007, I was really nobody to look up to, and I never thought I would be anybody that somebody would look up to. I had the little clout that we thought was, people today would deem lit. You get what I mean? They knew my name, whatever else, but what it was for, doing stupid stuff. I spent the portion of my time. How do you think I got voted class clown? Because I did dumb stuff. I went against the way my parents was raising me and everything else to prove myself for what? Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why I laugh and joke, bro, but the last thing you're gonna ever call me now is a clown. I'm still funny. I'm still silly. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I live with a different type of purpose. So when I left and I started really accomplishing things and changing, letting myself adapting, we're talking about embracing change to where people start looking up to me. When I started doing stuff in the community, people looking up to me. When I was in college playing baseball, a little kid after we had a tournament in Ozark, Alabama. That's in the middle of nowhere. Our tournament was over at like 11 o'clock at night in college. It was a little kid waiting for my autograph. Mine? Me? You get what I'm saying? That's how I knew I was on this track, bro. Like,
But you
how did
only experienced that because you went and
you
tried
you
something.
can't take that from me? You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what? You want my autograph? Me? Or people tell me, man, you motivated me. Man, you helped me get a new job. Man, you helped me get off my butt, bro. Watching you this, that. You get what I mean? What? You crazy? That only happened because I embraced that change. I got over that fear and I adapted. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like my mama, I don't know why she be putting it, but she always
Your mama
calling me.
funny.
She always calling me after these sessions and like trying like critiquing me and things like that. But like she put this comment on here,
Said she
pulling
chopped
my
liver.
chopped liver, and I think she referring to the situation I explained about the no money. Yeah, I did that on purpose. I'm not calling anyone. I'm gonna figure it out myself. I was a boy turned into a man at that part at that point in my life. I'm not calling nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm gonna make it. And that's something I'm gonna have to teach my kids. Cause everybody ain't, I don't care where you at in your life, you're gonna hit a storm. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care what you I done had, and I like to talk this way. I done had X amount of money and went broke because
Boy,
the storm when a storm come, you better be ready.
I'm telling you.
And you ain't
Oh,
gonna just go
yo.
through one storm. You're gonna go through a couple of them. And if you don't understand how to embrace the moment, embrace the change, you're gonna fail. I need everybody to understand when the storm comes, embrace it. The uncharted territories come, embrace it. Learn how to navigate it. Because when the next one come, you already know what to do. So that's why I didn't tell nobody about that. Most
I,
people don't even know about that. They come to my
no,
house and see
no.
why you got them on the wall.
They don't understand it. Listen here, people and our parents, you know what I'm saying? They may not get it, but here's the thing. And to be honest with you, I look at our parents completely different now that we got kids because we're not perfect. You get what I'm saying? Like we're still trying to be the best version of ourselves and dealing with stuff. But what I mean is, yes, we know people love us, people care for us, whatever else. But I stopped making them phone calls too because I knew what my mama and them was up against. She's still trying to figure out stuff for her own life. You get what I'm saying? This is my time. So
It's
guess
your
what?
time to shine.
It's my time to shine. I was a college athlete. I had a job outside of college, right? I was working
Yeah.
at Johnny Carino's in Frankfort, Kentucky. I was a server. I had a work study around campus doing repairman work and carpentry work because my dad, we grew up doing that type of stuff. And I was on food stamps. Them $125
Flex.
a month, them $125 a month.
Man, I'm telling you,
How do I
man.
remember it like that? Because it sounds like chump change now, right? That $125 a month in food stamps, boy, stop
Boy,
playing with
I
me.
done stood in line for them stamps. I need them.
But guess what? I stopped
You
calling
know what I'm
home.
saying?
I stopped calling home, like, because this, you right, this is my time. You get what I'm saying? It's up to me. What I do right now, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? I gotta figure this out for myself. I gotta go through this.
yeah,
And I ain't gonna lie. I've always had a nice taste for stuff too. So I was in college, nice truck, big old rims, or whatever else. It cost. It cost. You get what I'm saying? And I can't
yeah,
ask my mom and them to pay for my taste. You get what I'm saying? Like,
man.
so no,
You
so it's not a jab, bro. We some things as boys coming into a man, you got to face yourself if you really want to be a man. How will they be able to talk right now if we didn't go through some of those things? You get what I'm saying?
That's why I'm telling you. Then that's why your IOU moment makes a lot of sense. You got to go through those moments in your life, and they will become a blessing for you and others if you open your mouth. If
Mm,
you decide to open your mouth and let other people understand how you got through your trials and tribulations to reach where you are. But I think here's the thing that gets me aggravated about this, and if I get a little hype about this, is because I hate seeing it. People keep talking about they're gonna make a move and they never do it. But why you keep talking to me about it? How many times you gonna talk to me about making this move and you ain't gonna do it?
as
Because
many times you got to make it awkward, bro. You got to shut it down
yeah, so
after
like
yeah.
now we moving into awkward moments because now yeah, I'm probably gonna be blunt now. I'm probably gonna say something. You're gonna take it wrong. But if you know the person who pushing you, and it's for anybody out there who has a person who you feel is kind of like negative towards you, or maybe they want more for you. Sometimes you got to step back and understand that the closest person to you who you feel should probably not talk to you like that is a person that knows you best and really wants the best for you. So take a look at your circle right now and see who that person is that's trying to get you fired up because
Right,
they know it's something better out there for you to do that you just not latching on to.
right. Who the toughest person on you right now? Who the person that
Yeah,
get on your nerve? Who the person you like? I already know what they fun to say. I already
yeah.
know what they fun to say. Who is that person? That's probably the like you said. That's probably the person that care the most about you for real.
You need to talk to them.
Ta-
Because and you got to learn how to take what they saying and just kind of like listen to it. um that's what true mentors do. True mentor, like mentors I had, make me uncomfortable. If you
Boy,
ain't got nobody making you uncomfortable, you got to find somebody that's making you uncomfortable, because them the only ones who gonna be able to get to you and be like, man, I really need to do that. Okay, I need to do that. You see what I'm saying? So
it's like
it's
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 like
up to you.
it's like this, and um, I could tie it back to sports, right? I remember in sports where and I promise you, I thought this as a player, and I've helped mentor younger athletes, and I thought about this. Like when the coaches that were the toughest on me, like literally the toughest, always talking to me, you feel like they punishing you,
Yeah, they
they on
picking
your
on
tail,
you.
they
Yeah,
picking on you. You like, man, you all so and so over there doing that. Why you keep messing with me, coach?
yeah.
Like I ain't the only one over here laughing. I ain't the only one over here talking. I ain't the only one messing up the
Yep.
drill. That's because that coach likes you a lot.
They
He care
see
about you. Got a
something
vision for
in
you.
you.
And look, I've had an athlete that came through. I promise you. And I'm talking to him, and I'm like, "How your relationship with your coach?" He like, "We don't talk much." I'm like, "Y'all don't what?" He say, "He don't really talk to me that much." I say, "Ooh, that ain't good." I say, "That
Yeah,
ain't good. That ain't good."
yeah,
Coach don't talk to you at all, and you on his team. Dang, that sounds like that's gonna be short lived. I had to get
yeah.
straight to the meat of it. Like when your coach don't talk to you at all,
It's with anything. Like we talked
yes,
about with the interview. If they not
mm-hmm.
asking you, like they trying to rush you out the interview, you ain't got that job.
No,
You see what I'm saying? If you meet somebody out, you see. Let's say you meet somebody out, like men meeting women, women meeting men. If you meet that person out and you try to spark a conversation with them, and they short, you ain't got that. If you text your significant other with a short text message after she just sent you something, 3 sentences, you send back something short, that's a disconnect there. Any conversation that's short, no conversation, there's a disconnect there. And you got to
mhm.
understand that. That's with everything.
Yeah. I want to say people that truly care about you are never going to send you off. Facts, facts. And if I don't care who it is, and if somebody that you deem you think love you or like you think they're in your corner, they sing you off. I don't care how close the relationship is with you. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't got your best interest at heart. So definitely remember that. What I say too, I want to talk a little bit about celebrating successes, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna chew on it and I'm gonna let you clean it up. You feel me? Um, when I talk about celebrating successes, because we talk about the grind, we talk about the commitment, we talk about this and that and the third. And I know people are like, man, I want to turn up. I want to turn up. Man, there's no better feeling when you step away, you dedicate yourself to something. You go away in uncharted territory, like Rose said, and you make something happen. You create something. You better yourself, right? Two things with that. You're gonna feel that type of level of success when you go home. And it's not that you go back home
Yep.
or wherever your environment is and you stunting on people. No, but you go home like
That
with
comes.
this, with that it factor about you. You come through looking different. People can tell you different. You get what I mean? They could just, you could just, and it really feel like you ain't faking
Yep.
it. This is just who you are. And it's if
It's
they
on you.
it's on you. It's like, and it's in you. It's all of that. And then some. It's like
Yeah.
you're not faking it till you make it no more. You get what I mean? You're actually one of them. You're him. You're him. They like they say you
I'm
him.
him.
You him. You're not the person in the corner that try to
Yeah.
be him or the person that on social media that try to be. You're
Yeah.
really him or her. You get what I'm saying? You really are doing this or doing that or
I'm
whatever.
that
That's a
guy.
great feeling. I haven't had a vehicle yet that I haven't thrown the keys to one of the guys when I go back home. It's materialistic. It's all insured. I'm not telling you can ride my stuff all night, but when it, man, that's clean, G White, man, that's whatever.
Right.
I'll be like, hey, go ahead, hit the block, come on
That's
back.
why. Yeah.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Keep
I
going.
toss you, and I ain't gonna name drop because you know it's all
I
love, family.
will. I
No,
will.
no, I ain't gonna do it. But what I'm saying, because I ain't, and
Why?
I ain't like, I ain't on that
That's the
type of
part.
time.
That's
But
what
what I,
we.
but
That's
what
our
I'm
friends,
saying is
though.
just know that's the action behind it, bro. That's just kind of like, and
Why
I,
you
it's
doing
not
that though? Why you letting them get the keys though? What are
motivation.
you trying to? Okay.
I want you to feel like what that seat is like. I want you to feel like what that
Exactly.
is like. Because guess what? Ain't nobody never stopped for me and do that. I had to catch up.
Exactly.
People was really stunting on us. That's why a lot of the people that call people big homies, I don't. You ain't
Listen,
my
I'm
big
gonna
homie,
tell
man.
you.
Because I
Listen.
don't stunt. I give. When I come back home, I give something. You get what I'm saying? So because I like
Yeah.
to show away. I'm not stunting. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm
Man.
giving something. And I don't want nothing in return. I might be gone in a few hours. The way it worked with me is people would call my phone, be like, "Hey, bro, I heard you was in town." Nub would tell you, and I'd be like, "I was, I was."
You already know how he
I,
know how I
we
operate.
strike a match, and I be gone. Let's talk about the other side of it, and this is where I'm gonna hand it off to you.
Yeah.
We talking back at home. Let's talk about when you able to, and we both have, we both can touch on this, but I'm gonna let you touch on this. What about when you change your environment and you able to bring somebody out of that situation or your mom on them? You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We or get what's that feeling? You feel what I mean? How great does that feel?
I don't smoke weed, but I guess I could compare it to that if I did. I'm just saying. I'm the
Yeah,
man. I'm him.
yeah.
That's and again, y'all will find out about the African American dream at some point when we decide to talk about that. But
Oh yeah.
uh I'm living the dream. So that's the true definition to me of success. I've done it all. I've got myself out of the situation. I didn't accept the circumstance, and I want everybody else to know that you shouldn't be accepting the circumstance you're in. You should be getting ahead of that circumstance.
Right.
And guess what? When you get ahead of that circumstance, then those worries you had about relocating because you don't have your family with you, and guess what? When you put yourself in a better position, you're gonna bring some friends with you. Now you can hand select the people you want around you. Oh, I want him around me. Okay, come out here. I can help you do what you need to do out here. Oh, you want to be out here, but I can still help you get to where you need to be. Then we can visit, fly here, fly there. We go here. You can do that, and then oh yeah, my mom and them still out there. I gotta go get them. So guess what? You can do that too. You worried about your grandma not spending time with her before she leave the earth. Oh, I did that too. Let me go get my grandma too. Let me bring her over here. See what I'm saying? These are real life situations that I did, and there's no
Yeah.
excuse. There's no excuse for you to be
No.
relocated. And I tell people this all the time. This is another one that I hate. I'm blessed that I'm with the mother of my children in the same house, same state, everything's copacetic. There are some individuals who are struggling with that where they do not live with their kids and they may
Right.
have to figure out where they're going to live because they want to be with their kids, rightfully so. But I want to tell people this, and I try to tell one of my cousins this, and I hope he listens to this, but at some point you got to make a decision to move. If that area that you living in, just because it's close to your kids or whatever, you know that area ain't good. Get up out of there.
Yeah.
Because at some point you gotta go make your life better. If you never make your life better, then you're never gonna be able to actually show your child the true meaning behind success because you have not attained it yet, because you still thinking about moving your current situation and you ain't moving it. So move, create a better life for yourself. See, that's the thing. Opportunities come when you create a better life for yourself. You get no opportunities if you stay in the same spot. So that's what it feels to me about. It feels great to be able to know that I did what I was supposed to do for myself, but just because I did that, now I'm able to pull other people I want, whoever I want. So
Yeah.
either you gonna sit there and complain about, oh, I don't know if I should leave because I won't see this person do this. You gonna end up not seeing the person anyway, because you ain't like you're gonna go visit them when you're in the same spot, and then you ain't gonna increase your skill set, what you need to do.
Yeah.
That's just the bottom line.
Facts. Facts. Um, I want because Kuntz, he tapped in late, but we gonna make sure you get some shine. He always come with the real, man. Kuntz say that's actually something I need to work on. I rarely celebrate any success I have, but I do get pumped when I see other people winning. Bro, I feel the same way 3,000%.
I
Like
celebrate my success. I don't know what y'all on.
what I'm saying is this. No, I'm just saying. So different strokes, different point of
Yeah.
views on stuff. What I'm saying is, I really do, bro. I really like, cause I come from a different type of place in my mind to where I want my intentions to be clear. Like
Yeah.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't do stuff to like stun on people. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not the person that's gonna show you my bank account. I'm not gonna show you my raise that I got. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
We can have a million conversations and never talk about money. You understand what I'm saying? But if you get a raise or you get some money,
Yeah.
I'm saying we going out. We popping bottles. We having fun because I like to see other people winning.
Yep.
Because good, especially if you close to me. Because if we all doing good, we ain't got to worry about nothing. We know we ain't gonna steal nothing from each other. We know we
Yeah.
not intimidated by no conversation. We know that nothing that you got at your house makes me feel no type of way about nothing. Like because I got my own. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We sitting back you fighting over the bill. You like, I got this, man. I got that. I got this. When I was in Houston a few weeks ago, you get what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
take you to the bar, get you a drink. You like, I was gonna get you one. I said, you got the next one. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? That's not taking advantage of each other. Them are the type of days that's grown men we should have. Them the type of company you want to be into where it's not like I lost my wallet where I'm like, oh, bro, I
I
ain't even
tell
got my.
I tell Chelsea this all the time. This is one of the things I really want to do. And I tell people I want to go on a cruise with everybody. We should schedule it and
Mhm.
we all go on a cruise. But I tell people that I tell Chelsea when we be out to like we be out at a restaurant, nice restaurant, we out at the Astros game or something, and I always see a group of friends, and they're always white. I just have to say that. They're always a group of Caucasian friends that look like they probably met in college or they probably met at their job or whatever. They're on the point I'm making, they're on the same level of mindset and what they need to do as responsible adults. And they're able to go to like these simple things. Just they meet up, they talk with each other, watch a game, group of like 5 friends, 6 friends. I can't get a solid 3. Why? Because none of my direct peers, people even like who I don't know, but still like in my age, nobody has this mindset to go out and conquer things. When you don't conquer things, you become inferior
Yeah.
to people like me. And I'm not saying that in a way, but I'm saying that my thought process is I gotta keep moving up higher. And if you don't want to come up with me, then either I want to talk to you to get you fired up to come with me and I'm gonna show you, or I just gotta leave.
But you can't get they can't get mad at the space that's created behind that
Yeah.
too, though. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I would say this. I remember you telling me, and I know we're gonna wrap up in a minute, but I remember you telling me, like, you know how I'll be having certain stuff around my birthday, like I'll
Yeah.
be wanting to do sometime, and I had this vision. I
Oh
tell you
yeah.
about
I
it.
know where you're going. Yeah.
You be like, all right, bet, let's do it. And then I'll be like, all right, man, I got some more calls to make. And then my next call to you be like, man, I ain't even gonna do that, bro. I'm gonna just go. You like, man, what happened? You told me, like, bro, stop trying to like everybody not gonna be on what you own. Like you get they're not there yet. You get what I mean? You like, even if it's me, you told me, even if it's
I
me,
tell you,
still do what you want to do for your birthday.
I
Like,
tell you, stop letting other people's situations impact what
yes,
you're trying to do.
yes, yes. I'll be like, man, because I got this vision, like you said. Here's my vision. I tell people out loud, I don't care. I want to go to Gatlinburg. I've been in Gatlinburg several times, but I've never been to Gatlinburg like this. I've done everything in Gatlinburg. I've even honeymooned in Gatlinburg. What I'm saying is, I want to get one of them massive cabins for my birthday, the massive ones, not the little bitty ones. I'm talking 3, 4 balconies. And I want to fill it up with like-minded individuals, family people, close people, cool people, loving people. And we turn up. I'm talking, we got the grills, we got everything. We got 2, 3 jacuzzis, everything. I'm talking a good time in the middle of the woods. You're not disturbing nobody. We can kick it. I want to have a live DJ. I want to have a personal chef. I want to have all that. And I've tried to do that for a couple years. Probably like where I've probably been doing that. I'm trying to do it for like 3, 4 years now. And every year I end up like, dang, dang, dang.
But
So
why are you saying, dang, what happened? Tell them, because you can't leave this part out before we
no,
leave.
I'm just saying some people don't got it together. Some people
Man, you
it's
be
either
so dry with stuff.
it's
You
not
be so, you be so like,
it's
you
some people
dude,
like I would say this. I don't think people don't got it together. I think people choose to, like I say, you choose to afford what you can afford. Um,
bro, stop
and for the
talking to
other
these
stuff, you
people
making an
like that.
excuse.
Listen, people make excuses. When it
Yeah,
come time to put up, people don't open up. Everybody won't put on until it's time to put on. Okay. Dude, the problem is here, if we want that big mansion, ideally, we don't want to foot that bill ourselves. Ideally, the people who fill up the house with us will split that bill. Ideally, people will have their money on time and submit it to us. But that never happens.
I get what you're
And
saying. So if it's like you fit the bill for anything, you just like pull up. They're gonna pull up.
yeah, that's exactly right. If you pay for the whole thing, they're gonna pull up. But when you say everybody got to kick in, everybody kick out. Now, the dream you're having of having that situation where you're at that cabin is every time is gone because other people won't do things like conquer their fear and relocate and make their lives better. So that's what I'm telling you. Your friends out there, this is the reason why you see certain people in your life come and go is because they're trying to get somewhere. And if you're not helping them, then they have to create distance. If you don't want to be the person that's getting distance created on you, then that should be a red flag to you to say, let me get in line with what I need to do. Because at the end of the day, again, it's up to you.
Facts. So, I wrap it up by, you know, this conversation, it hit on a lot of points. We're talking about we're talking about relocation, conquering the fear. We talked about overcoming fear. We talked about embracing change. We talked about adapting and celebrating successes. And we went into details on this. Thing is, outside of those details, I want you to look at the big picture. This message is for a lot of people who are out there straddling the fence, scared and worried that you're gonna fail, scared and worried what other people are gonna think if it don't work out the way you said it was gonna work out. You understand what I'm saying? Scared to go against the grain, scared to be the first ones. All the stuff we've ever talked
We've
about.
been talking, we've been lining you up for it.
Stop psyching yourself out. You wouldn't get into a fight and say this person for to knock me out because guess what? They probably gonna knock you out.
You ain't got no choice but to fight.
You ain't got no choice. So throw them same punches at life. Figure it out. Nobody got all the answers. Nobody got all the answers. So your most wise person around you don't got all the answers. Go figure it out for you.
Yep.
Because I feel like we all got a calling on our lives. You get what I'm saying? And if you feel like you have to change your environment, take on a new job, move to another side of town, move to another side of the country, move out of the country, whatever, do it. Do it. Go ahead, take the leap, man. Take the leap. It ain't gonna be no right time. You're gonna sit there, be trying to jump in the rope for the rest of your life, and it ain't gonna work out. You're just
There's
gonna be another
never a
person.
perfect time.
You're gonna be another person just talking.
Letting
So,
life pass you by.
you know what I mean? Without further ado, bro, we're gonna wrap it up with this. This was again Our You Redemption. This was live session number 11. If y'all want to see the full episode of this, make sure Coon's funny, ain't it? He
I
say if
tell
they
you, if they got to
if they got
kick
to
in,
kick
they kick
it,
out.
in,
I'm
get
telling
out.
you.
He, he know, he know, he knows what's going on. So what I'm saying is this: hey, if y'all want to see the full version of the episode, make sure y'all go
Yeah.
on YouTube and make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. We enjoy these conversations, man. The time goes by very fast. And we wish we could talk for 2-3 hours, but us being in two different time zones, it never really work out that way. And
Yeah.
I mean,
No one will
but
watch for 2 hours anyway. But
right,
hey, we
right.
got some content coming up though. So
Hey, yeah,
so
stay tuned. Nah, for real. It's
stay tuned.
stay tuned, man. And
Yeah.
we appreciate everybody that come back. We appreciate everybody that engage. You get what I'm saying? So, we're gonna catch y'all next week, same time. Look out on Monday. We're gonna be dropping something new. But without further ado, man, it's Our You Redemption Podcast, man. It's your boy G White,
Big speaker.
and we out.